Oldeneggy here with another Halo 4 campaign mission speed run, and this is a redo of my Reclaimer 3-in-1 speed run, which is legendary, zero skulls on, of course, zero shot, and pacifist. And as we go to start the mission here, go through this 343 stuff. The legendary is self-explanatory, but zero shot means I did not fire a handheld or vehicle-mounted weapon. I did use a target designator to paint targets, but I did not actually fire a weapon. And pacifist means no living being, enemy or friendly, was killed during the run. So here we are, as before. We're starting off, heading off to the left to get the mammoth moving a little quicker. And in this particular run, utilizing some subtle route adjustments and pacing adjustments, sprint pacing adjustments to gain time. And by my estimate, I did this run in 13 minutes and 40 seconds. And the run is being timed from the start of the mission where I gain control to the end of the mission where I lose control, which is a white screen when I paint the gravity well with the target designator. So as in past runs, we've got the mammoth rolling. We're just going to take a perch up here and wait for the next thing to happen. Now notice I didn't change out my AR or VR for sniper because I am not going to be firing any gun whatsoever. The only thing that I will do is on the target designator, I'll paint the two particle cannons and the gravity well with the target designator, and for the lich, I'm just going to melee once and throw a grenade, which is allowed for both zero shot and pacifist. And besides, those are mechanical things, not living things. Okay. So the first thing we're going to have to deal with here is Commander Lasky is going to come up and tell us that there's coveys digging in the ridge on the left. And that's our clue to do a sprint jump and jetpack boost and coast over here to the right, like so. And then head off. And I'm going to be doing a combination of sprint and regular pace, sprint and regular pace. It takes about 3 seconds for full sprint to come back, so I'll sprint, and then when I come back to regular pace, I'll count to 3, 2, 3, and then go back into sprint, and so on and so forth. Now, I would think that if one were to do sprint jumps versus regular jumps, we might cover a little bit more ground. Oh, that was a nice little bobble. But I don't like doing that on uneven ground. Okay, to this rock, jump jetpack up to this ledge. And notice I coasted a little bit there at the end and get full boost back, and then jump jetpack up here. And then I'm going to sprint, jump off of here, wait till the last second for the jetpack to slow the descent. And that was kind of a hard landing. Notice that I lost a lot of my shielding there. Okay, up and over the Pelican. Grab the target designator. Put the shot on the particle cannon. And I jumped down here because on Legendary, the coveys are really good shots. And I would never make it with a straight dash towards the ghost. So it also gives me a chance to get my shields back too. Okay. Come back over here and up this little ledge here with the ghost. We're going to do the acid stream jump, and I'm hauling it over here as fast as I can because the wraith may nail me. Okay, across the stream, try to get that nose up and keep it up. You can press the jump key and hold it down to bring the nose up, by the way. Okay, just kind of maneuver around here until I got a clear path, and then I'm off and running. Right about here, I'm going to coast for several seconds to get full boost back, and now we're off to run the gauntlet here with 2 phantoms and a bunch of coveys on the ground. And that's not too difficult to do. Alright, coast a couple of seconds to get some boost back. And come up here and coast a little more to try to get full boost back. And then nose up here and see that little gap in the rocks, and off we go to the force field to do the jump through the solid object out of the vehicle trick. It's one of the oldest ones in Halo. Okay, I'm looking too hard to the right and jump out. I should go right, and I'm off and sprinting. And that's actually a pretty good time to that point. And here we go. I'm doing my combination of regular pace and sprint pace.
Good. 2 more.
This is
2 for
a
2.
bit of a
Finish
boring
them
part
off.
of the mission right here, because all we
Shield
got to
disabled.
do is
Mammoth, the path is
kind
clear.
of work our way to the next point.
Mammoth holding position. Whenever you're ready to proceed, Chief.
And like I said, it's kind of boring. I'm just heading for this ghost right here that we can, like we now see. Now we're going to jump on the ghost, and I'm going to take it up here, this little rock ledge. Work my way up here. Alright, and out, and then sprint into this rock, and then jetpack. Sprinting into an object and jetpacking like that gives you a little bit extra boost. Bring up the target designator, put the shot on the second particle cannon, or the paint it, if you will. And then immediately jump and jetpack down to the lich. Really kind of hard landing there. You got to be a little bit careful about how you land. Okay. Notice I meleeed it once and threw a grenade. That takes care of the lich. The lich is toast. And now we're going back down to the ghost that I parked here a little while ago. And into the ghost and nose up at full boost, and then right at the last second pull back on both thumbsticks to land softly. And I'll have to wait for this invisible wall to go away. But again, I got another good pace going. And often running in the ghost.
Mammoth won't last long.
I'm going to bring it right up to this rock ledge here, jump out of the ghost, and I'm going to sprint into this rock face and then boost up here. Okay, and then do a sprint jump and jetpack quick boost, get some height, and now I'm going to boost and coast across. Get about halfway. You see where that my jetpack signal thingy there went red. I'm going to start dropping so that I have more recover time on the jetpack, and there we go. We made it across with no problems. And run along here. And then come up here and make a right turn and run into this rock face and boost straight up. Run up into this rock face, do the same thing. Boost enough to get up to this ledge, and now we're running towards Sniper Alley. What I'm going to do here is run far enough into Sniper Alley, or actually kind of jetpack in, to make sure that the next area is loaded, and we'll see load, the load zone thingy come up, and a checkpoint happen, and then we, there we go, loading done. Turn around. You should see the checkpoint flare here. There it is, and then we're off and hauling it back the way I came to right about here, and I'm going to run back into the rock face and boost up, and then notice that I'm moving a little bit left as I go up just to get to this little ledge, and then up here, and then sprint jump across here with a little boost and coast. Soft kill zone will be out of here pretty quickly, and then sprint jump and boost over here. Sprint jump and try to boost around to this ledge over here, and for some reason I just never quite, I made it that time. How about that? Okay, and then run through the rock face, and then boost and coast over to here, to this little ledge, jump straight up and jetpack, and now we've just bypassed Sniper Alley. I've forgotten that I made that jump on that ledge, because normally I don't make it, and it cost me a few seconds in the run. But okay, we're in the Forerunner structure. Still making good time.
Breaking up, but coordinates received, Infinity.
Okay, run to this closed doorway here, and what I do is I melee it just to get the Sentinel's attention. It seems to get him over here a little bit quicker. I don't know if it really does, but it seems to. In here, he opens this door. And now we're in a very slow Forerunner elevator, and Cortana and the Chief start chit-chatting.
This elevator should take us directly to the coordinates Infinity provided.
I've actually got the sound muted while I'm
like
doing this voiceover, so I'm just kind of imagining what they're saying. Trap.
You say that like there's a second possibility?
Okay, notice how I parked myself right there at the right side of the door because that's the part of it that opens first. And through here, and starting here, I'm going to change my pacing a little bit. I notice that if I go into sprint and jump, normally I'll get about 3 or 4 jumps before I come out, and then I'll jump twice and come back to full sprint. This is a nice flat surface, so I don't have to worry about jumping sideways, bobbling the jump, if you will.
This looks like the place.
And kind of sprinting and jumping, and then come out and jump twice to get the sprint back. It's my own internal clock there. Okay, we'll put Cortana into the system so she can bring down those 2 particle cannons on the left. Go ahead and turn around and come back this way.
It's an automated system, so it won't technically allow me to redirect the cannons to fire on one another.
And park myself right here. Notice that closed doorway across the gap. Now, Cortana's bringing the particle cannons down, then she's going to send something in the system, and she's going to cry out, Chief, and she's going to go Cortana, and after the first Cortana, that's when I do that sprint jump and little jetpack boost, because on the second Cortana, that light bridge appears. And that saves me a couple of seconds in the run, and then follow this path through here, and then come down here and sprint through this big open doorway into the light, and this is the start of the big cut scene with the librarian telling us all about the didact and boosting the chief up a bit, but we're going to skip that and come out of it. It still takes almost 20 seconds to come out of the damn thing. But we still got a good time going here. Alright, as soon as I gain control, I'll haul it over here. And right about here, grab Cortana.
How do we get out?
And actually, you can
Back to the chamber.
kind of predict when she's going to appear because the music changes. Just got to have a sense when that music changes. Okay, down this little pathway and then down here. I'm worried about those crawlers going through the open doorway. Duck a little left, get out of the line of fire, and then back into the elevator because the door closed behind
Chief,
us.
what happened?
Okay, haven't fired a shot so
It's a
far.
long story, but I know what the didact's after.
Haven't killed anything so
The
far.
librarian filled me in when she snatched me from the
Now we're
system.
getting ready to go back
But
to
what
the
I don't know
outside,
is what she
and
did to
in
you.
other runs I would go for a ghost and hijack the ghost, but that generally kills the elite, so
Sierra 117.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to turn around and run to make this a true pacifist mission.
Does Infinity have a shot on the gravity?
I could hijack a hog, but my gunner could kill an enemy. Although I think that's within the rules. I just decided I'm going to go true pacifist and true zero shot here. So I'm running along here. Again, I'm doing my pacing. I'm sprinting, and then when I come out of sprint, I'm walking for 3 beats and then sprinting again. And now the Wraith has got its attention on me, and once I came to that rock, made a right turn, I'm going right into this big rock face here. Jump up here, a little jetpack help, across to here. I'm working my way around to the force field. I'm going to jump in behind it. Ooh, I bobbled that a little bit. Well, it cost me a couple seconds. Alright. Oh, it just made it. Okay. And I'm just going to keep running right off the cliff down here. Jetpack at the last second. Slow descent. Notice a nice big jump I got off of that rock. And now I'm sprinting up along this area here.
Infinity, we're at the gravity well.
And the last bit of sprint I'm going to be jumping, because jumping downhill I go further. Okay, put the target designator on the gravity well, and that's the end of the run. Again, by my estimation, it was 13 minutes and 40 seconds from gaining control to losing control. And that's my 3-in-1 speedrun legendary, zero shot, and pacifist. And of course, we got watch that, and I'm going to skip the cutscene, and we'll get to the end of mission symbols. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.